Good afternoon, Mr. Evans. This is Darno from Porsche Macan. Just wanted to make a video here for you on this 2018 Porsche Macan. This particular one is in white with a Luxor beige and black interior. It has the 18-inch wheels on it. The Macan's a very unique vehicle. It is an SUV, but Porsche wanted it to be more of a sporty SUV than anything. So it drives and handles more like a sports sedan than it would an actual SUV. And a lot of things that they've done to the vehicle help with that. So if you have a very aggressive front end, okay, in the front grille here, you actually have active flaps that'll help distribute the air. They'll close and open on their own. Everything on a Porsche is for a reason. So you do have these grooves in the hood to help direct air where it needs to around the car. Very sleek design. Looks more like a coupe than it does an SUV, with a very low slope roof line on the back. This vehicle is equipped with a Premium Package Plus, which is a pretty common option on the Macans. It's the most popular option. You get quite a bit with that. So here on the door handle, you have the entry and drive, so you get a sensor on each door handle on the inside, and a sensor that's you can see as a notch on the outside of the door handle. The one on the inside will unlock the car, the one on the outside will lock the vehicle. You also get auto dimming mirrors with the Premium Package Plus. Also with the entry and drive is an additional button on the power tailgate, and the power tailgate is standard. You do have a button here on the windshield wiper. So normally you'll have just the button here that's on the left. Now that allows you to adjust the height of the tailgate as well as close the tailgate. The one on the right though, that one's going to be the additional button that you get with the entry and drive. So with that button, you'll be able to lock the car and close the hatch at the same time once you're done unloading, and as long as your key is within 4 feet of the car. You do have a 40-20-40 split with the seats in the rear, so you can use the center as a pass-through, or you can drop either side down. The 12-volt outlet in the rear for your convenience. Underneath here, you do have a spare tire. You also get the Bose surround sound system when you get the Premium Package Plus. As a standard option, you do get the parking sensors on the front and rear of the vehicle, as well as a backup camera. The Macan was the first Porsche to get this 3D taillight design. Looks phenomenal when it's lit up and it's full LED. You get the twin exhaust tips out of the back of the vehicle to give it that sporty look. Now going inside, again, it's the Luxor beige with black interior. So the door trim, the dash up front, and the floor will be in black, while the seats are in Luxor beige. So you get a very elegant look. In the center here, you have vents in the center. This is what Porsche calls a 3-zone climate control. You have dual zone up front. That way the driver and passenger can adjust it to exact temperature. In the rear, you have a toggle here that's in the center, so you can adjust the temperature. Switching the toggle up will make it warmer. Switching the toggle down will make it a little cooler. Because this has a Premium Package Plus, you do have the heated seats in the rear, and up front you have heated and ventilated. Down here on the bottom, you do have a USB port for your rear passengers. That way they can charge devices back here while being comfortable in the back seat of the Macan. You do have the 14-way seat with the memory package. So this gives you multiple adjustments. And the memory package gives you the memory settings on both the driver and passenger side. You do have Porsche's lane change assist. As most manufacturers call it, it is the blind spot detection. Okay, that's there on the inside of the mirror, which is a wonderful spot because once you're sitting in the driver's seat, it's right in your peripheral, and I'll show you what that looks like. So when someone's in your blind spot, you'll have the light come on, and if you're switching lanes, as soon as you flick your turn signal and someone's in your blind spot, it's going to flicker rapidly. So here you have the instrument cluster. the screen all the way to the right is going to be your TFT. This is controlled with the multi-function steering wheel that comes as standard on the Macan. So you got controls on the left and the right side of the steering wheel. This roller here will control the display. So this is your main menu. You cycle down, you got your radio function. You have your phone, so once your phone's connected, you'll actually have access to your contacts as well as your call history. Scroll down again, you'll see that you have access to your map that you can zoom in and out of. You can change it to a 3D map, change the view. Once you go down again, you have your navigation screen, which will show you your previous destinations that were input into the system. And while you're using the navigation, this will show you turn-by-turn directions. You have your trip computer, your tire pressure. Torque split is going to be for the power distribution. This vehicle is all-wheel drive, so it puts the power down through the double clutch transmission that is commonly found in sports cars into the all four tires. Once you cycle back to the vehicle menu from here, you'll actually be able to access other menus, one of which is the settings. So having the settings here right at your fingertips without having to take your hand off the wheel was definitely a great idea for Porsche. You have the PCM. This one has the navigation. It's a touchscreen radio. Once you get your hand close to the screen, you'll see that the menu pops up with the necessary options for the screen that you're on. Porsche redeveloped the PCM in 2017. This radio has been phenomenal. It responds a lot faster than the previous generation. Very smooth transition from screen to screen. Very vibrant display. As you go down, you'll see that you have your dual zone settings. So you got your driver temperature setting and then your passenger temperature settings. As you go down, you'll see you have the heated and ventilated seats that I mentioned before. You have your standard sport mode. Under that's your PSM, which is Porsche Stability Management. You have your off-road mode. Again, it's all-wheel drive, so this changes how the car operates for more of an off-road setting. You have your lane departure warning, which became standard in 2017. So now the car will pay attention to the lines in the road and actually may allow you to know when you're drifting out of the lane. It'll buzz, and you can change the volume to that if you wanted to. And then the button right there on the bottom is going to be your automatic start and stop. So the vehicle will shut down the engine to save on fuel, and this is a standard option on the Macan. To deactivate it, you just press that button there, or put the car into sport mode, and it'll stay running. But it's a good thing to use because it helps you save on gas just a little bit, just so you can squeeze a little bit more out of the tank of the vehicle. You do have the electronic parking brake here, so if you pull that up, it engages the parking brake. While your foot's on the brake, push it down and it releases it. What's nice about this being electronic is it allows Porsche to utilize a completely different function called the auto hold. So if you are in drive and you're on a long trip and you get tired, if you put the vehicle, once the vehicle is actually in drive and you press the brake down, it activates a hold. So then you can take your foot off the brake, the car won't move, it won't disengage the brake, and so you hit the accelerator, and then there you go. Going back to the transmission, this is the Porsche's PDK. It's a 7-speed double clutch. So this actually shifts faster than humanly possible. It's a very smooth transition between gears. You won't even notice that it's switching gears. And it's very sporty transmission. Let's take one more look at the Porsche Macan. The Porsche Macan does have a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. It's 252 horsepower, 273 pound-foot of torque. A very responsive engine. Hopefully this video was informative for you. Again, my name is Darnell, and I look forward to speaking to you soon, Mr. Evans.